Welcome to today's episode of Testing the Experience. This video is for those of you that are spending money on your advertising, you're spending the money to get the customers to your site, but you're just not seeing the conversion rates. So we're here today with AJ, the founder and CEO of Experiment Zone. AJ is going to talk us through some test examples to improve those conversion rates. So let's start off, AJ, with why we test.
We test because we want to make sure things work. So we see time and again, big things, small things, all things in between can have impact on conversion, and we can't always anticipate how much they're going to impact conversion, and sometimes not even which direction. So it's really important that we do test so that we understand and can make data-driven decisions. Sometimes we'll see a test that doesn't do anything and we expected it to make a big improvement, and other times we'll make a change and see a 10% increase to something. So again, we're looking to validate and make sure we can confidently make decisions that are going to help drive revenue.
Okay, makes sense. So I know we're diving into a couple of companies today. What kind of companies are we looking at?
Today, we're going to take a look at productivity tracking tools. We're going to look at some specific test ideas that they should consider so that they can help visitors get to know their brand, get to know their offering. There's so much more beyond that can be tested, such as getting people to get through the forms to do the free trial or to convert from a free trial to paid customer. But today we're going to be looking at that first step of the customer journey.
Okay, and so what do we know about the customers? What should we keep in mind about them?
Customers are likely comparing these products against other products, so they need to be able to clearly identify the features that are available, be able to understand the pricing. They likely care about it being easy to set up and easy to use, but at the end of the day, they also don't want hassle. They want to make sure that they're streamlining work for their employees. They want to make sure that they're not creating additional work for the employees for them to be using these tools.
Okay, so that's our customer. So I think we're ready to dive into the journey and understand what makes them purchase, what improves conversion. So what's the first thing that companies should think about testing?
We should always be looking at our first impression. So today we'll take a look at the homepage. So if we're driving traffic to this page, we want to make sure that people understand, what is the site about? What can I do here? How do I get started? So looking at rescue time, take back control of your time. There's a clear value proposition there, but there's not a clear action that's associated with buying or getting started with the trial. In the top right corner, you can try for free, but really what they're drawing attention to is find a product. So they might consider emphasizing the free trial, something like try a 14-day free trial here instead. We can look at another example as well. In contrast, CakeHR has a clear Get Started button. It is the only thing on the screen that really draws your attention. So it's the only bright colored thing. It's right front and center. It's very, very evident what they want you to do. The try it free remains visible as they scroll down the screen as well. So wherever they are, whenever they're ready to go, they've got the option to take action. And they also have something that we've seen work really well in testing, which is really simple value propositions. So right at the top in the hero, you can see easy setup, free 14-day trial, and cancel anytime. Now, if I were them, I would be considering, are these the three that matter? Are they the ones that resonate with people and ultimately get them to get started? And this would be a great opportunity for doing some user research to understand what matters to their current customers, and then some A/B testing to make sure that those are the things that really do get more people to sign up.
Okay, so we've kind of gone over what needs to change on the homepage, but why is it important to test those things?
Visitors lose interest quickly. They might have multiple tabs open of different productivity tools, and they're comparing their options pretty rapidly. We want to make sure that these visitors are able to very simply understand what these pages are about and get right to the actions of getting started and trying it out. Oftentimes with these software products, people want to see the product in process. And so these free trials can be a way to really get in and understand how it's going to work for you.
Okay, got it. So what are some other tests that these brands can do? What are some other pages that they should focus on as we think about testing?
Yeah, just as I was saying, it's important for people to get a sense of the product and what it offers. Some people aren't going to be ready to take a free trial. And so we want to make sure we've got a clear place for these people to go. So the features page can be a really essential place for visitors to get to know the product and the top level features. With DeskTime, you can see features listed across the top of the page. There's a magic and power in showing these 3 options right at the bottom of the screen: boost productivity, stay organized, save time. Generally, people can't remember a lot of things, and these are things that are quick, easy to scan, so you can really get to the crux of what you're getting from this product very quickly. It's a good use of images, and it's a good use of images here as well. So you have a visual that reinforces the message. And then as you scroll further down the page, there's some additional complexity here. There's a lot of features. It can feel overwhelming. And there's an opportunity for them to do some further optimization here. Why this order of solutions? Which ones really matter? Can we give visitors some organization or structure to this list of features so they can more easily scan it? So there's definitely some opportunities to reduce the overwhelm here and to help organize the features so people can really get a sense of what they're getting. And then looking at rescue time, we'll take a look at their features page as well. They've got their clear call to action. They've got a graphic that represents what the benefits are and what you're going to be getting from the tool. And then they have a good visual hierarchy, understand your time in a way you never have before. And then they break that down into some subheaders that really reinforce that message. These bullet point takeaways with some additional details for those that need it can be very effective in communicating and helping people organize and understand what it is that you're offering. It also helps really focus on the primary features so that the content can be concise and not be as overwhelming.
Okay, so they understand what the product is about now. They've looked at the features. What about the pricing page?
Pricing. It turns out to be one of the most popular pages on a lot of these sites. It's really important. It's something that people want to get a sense of quickly. And it's an optimization question of how quickly and where to show these pricing. Because people do need to understand what it's all about so they can understand the value that's coming from it. So let's take a look at some of these pricing pages. On CakeHR, you can customize pricing by how many employees you have and the specific modules you include. Right off the bat, it can be a little bit confusing because the price can dramatically change depending on which of these things you have selected. And I would have had to do my homework ahead of time before coming to this page to know which ones are relevant. Their opportunity here would be to really direct attention. What do they recommend? What should people do to start if they're using their product, if they're not quite sure what combination is right for them? I would recommend that they take a look at doing combination packages of these modules so that businesses at different stages, whether it's a startup or an enterprise, can really understand which combination is really essential for them and then customize from that recommendation. That way, visitors don't have to do as much work to understand the right fit for them. Looking at another example, this is highlighting almost exactly the hypothesis I was talking about for the other business. They have got this clear tiered pricing. It shows you the price per user per month and gives you clear recommendations on where to start. So if you're enterprises, you get everything in premium and more. If you're in premium, you get everything in starter and more. And so visually, you can just see the differences based on looking at the second, third, fourth things on these lists. So this makes the pricing clear. It makes it clear what recommended features should go together. And it just makes it a much easier decision and calculation on what's appropriate for you.
Okay, so we walked through several examples, the home page, the features page, the pricing page, but there are lots of other areas to test for conversion, right?
Absolutely. Once somebody does decide to sign up for a free trial, we often see people drop off once we start asking for more information. There's questions about when do you ask for a credit card? And then what does the conversion look like once they have done a free trial? What are all the steps in communication that helps turn someone from a free trial user to someone actively using the free trial to someone who's actually going to be paying moving forward? So all those points are places that need to be optimized so that you get more of these visitors to turn into customers. It's really important that through all these different stages that we keep an experimentation mindset. Everything can impact conversions, so we need to be testing all of these things. And we help teams do this. We help them prioritize and focus on the things that are really going to be driving forces for their businesses. And we see that customers get 10x or greater ROI from working with us. We test what works.
I love getting that 10x for our customers. It's the best part. Well, thank you, AJ. Those were great examples. Loved walking through them with you. For anyone who's interested in increasing their conversion, visit experimentzone.com and get your free conversion report card. It's very easy to get it. It's free customized conversion strategies for your site. The link will be in the comments. And of course, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can get all of the updated upcoming Testing the Experience episodes.